Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our channel. We are excited to have you here once again into the community of excellence. Last time we talked about unleashing your potential. We discussed how you can be able to develop self-leadership and how you can take your organization to the next level if you are a leader working with other people. So we are super excited today to go to another session that will definitely impact your lives. And I want to start first by introducing myself. If you are joining us today for the first time, my name is Dr. Kariuki Josephat. My background is not any special. You know, sometimes we imagine that you only succeed if you are coming from a very good background. Mine was a very humble background. I remember my education. I had to start from a primary school that was not known, secondary school that was just next to that primary school. But I discovered if I don't do something to change the humble background that I had, then I would not be able to live the dream life that I expected. So today, we are going to look at how do you shine where you sit and you sit where you shine. When you see people being celebrated for achieving too much, they are not special. You could even be better than them, but they learned the principles of excelling. And my very first point that I want to share with us is we must be guided by the, desire to work for excellence and not mediocrity. You see, throughout my life, that's what I have embraced. I remember some time back being recognized as the best teacher. That time I was teaching, the best teacher in incorporating ICT into education. You see, thousands and thousands of teachers, but I emerged the top. Now, in the world of business, I've severally been recognized as number one globally. So it is, you start small, but if you are guided by the spirit of excellence, then you are unstoppable. You are going to make it all the way to the top. I love the story of, an Italian sculptor by the name Michelangelo. It is saying that he was painting a roof of a church or a chapel. And when he was painting, he was found to be doing it in a hidden place. His friends could not trace him. And so they were calling him, Michael, where are you? And they heard a voice from some hidden place, dark place. And he was asked, what are you doing in a place where no one will even ever see, a hidden place? Why should you bother with the details? And he said, no one is seeing, yes, but I know God is seeing what I'm doing. So that is what we call spirit of excellence. Doing things not because you are being seen, but because it's in your nature. It's your way of life to do things not for mediocrity, but for excellence. I remember when I was doing my PhD, instead of taking 4, 5, 6 years, I took 3 years, record time. Why? Spirit of excellence. Now, if you are an employee, at times you might do what many employees do, just working to be paid and to maintain their job. But that's not enough. And on the other hand, many employers also pretend to be paying you, but they just pay you enough to retain you in that job. So two pretenders. But if all of us can embrace the spirit of excellence, we work to be the best. If you are doing a small job like sweeping, sweep to the extent that no one would do it any better. I love what the saying by Martin Luther King Jr., who said that whatever you do, do it so well that neither the living, the dead, or the unborn will ever do it better than you've done. Are you willing to embrace that spirit? Then you can be sure your future is very bright. In any case, they say that the best way to predict your future is to, write it yourself. It is you to hold the pen when you are writing your story. So use that spirit of excellence and you write the best story ever to be read. Now, the second thing that we need to do is to associate with the right people. The faster you dissociate with some people and associate with others, the better for your future. You see, many times our dreams are stolen by our close friends. They say, show me your friends and I will show you your future. You are an average of your closest 5 friends. I can tell you who you are by looking at your friends. So make sure you dissociate from people who try to reduce you. You see, egos will fly with other egos. Egos will fly with egos. And if you associate with egos for a long time, you learn how to fly. But if you associate with wolves, then you'll never fly. So let's associate with the right people. I have found myself over the years following great speakers like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, people who are where I want to be. Otherwise, there are people who have specialized on reducing others. They don't see anything good in you. You start something and they will show you how you cannot succeed. They will never show you how you succeed. They are experts in, killing your dreams. So make sure you associate with the right people. Your friends will define you. If you're always with complainers and whiners, guess what? You'll be complaining all through. There's a story of a gentleman who was complaining all through. He would drive from house to the office. He would knock cars, and one day he had 3 accidents, and he was complaining, couldn't understand how comes everyone is against him. People are so reckless. The problem was not others, the problem was himself. Now associate with such people and you'll never see anything good in the world. Did you know for a clean person and transparent person, the world is very clean? For a kind person, the world is very kind. But if you're in the group of people who only see bad in you, you'll never make any progress. So detach yourself from people who reduce you. I have trained myself to see the best in every single person. I look at you as you could be, not as you are. And even now, I challenge you, friends, you have to rise from where you are and you start your journey to the top. Associate with those who are exactly where you want to be and detach yourself from those who are not where you want to be. The third thing I want to mention, and this is a good one, is practice delayed gratification. Practice delayed gratification. Now, success is not a microwave. It's unfortunate that today's generation wants success instantly. They want that microwave way of doing things. They start something and if they don't get success, they quit. They start another one. They don't get success, they quit. They start another one. So they do too much but achieve nothing. They don't accomplish anything. You see, you must learn how to pay now and play later than play now and pay later. When I was graduating with my PhD, back in the village, I remember one gentleman, an elderly man, who saw me when I was growing up as a young boy. And he told people, you know what? I have learned a secret from Josephat. When he was a young boy in primary school, secondary school, he had only one friend, his books. What does that tell you? Now they are celebrating me. As a matter of fact, they were carrying me, women and men carrying me, on their shoulders with joy. So many of them in the village. But the lesson was, he sacrificed for the sake of his studies. And now we are celebrating him. You see, many people will start celebrating world champions like Omanyala, who has done so well. And people will say, oh, lucky Omanyala. But what they don't know is that Omanyala has taken all the time practicing. He has sacrificed everything because he knew what he wanted at the end of it. Are you willing to work today like a donkey and you live the rest of your life like a king? That's the secret. Delayed gratification. Don't be dissuaded, from the right track just because it is taking longer than you thought it should. In my world of business, when I started the business, I didn't expect to be a millionaire instantly. There is nothing like instant millionaires. You can be a millionaire overnight, but that is after years of working. So I worked out my business, and you know what? I ended up getting my financial freedom and time freedom. I retired at the age of 30. I retired very early. I was supposed to retire from teaching the university at the age of 75 as per my contract. But why should I spend the entire life working for someone else and I shelve my dreams? So I worked smart. I started business. I didn't care how many people discouraged me. By the way, if you don't want to be discouraged, do nothing, become nothing. There are enough people to discourage you. But if you know what you really want, you focus on it. So I got time freedom. I'm able to travel around the world. And when I'm traveling around the world, I hear people saying behind my back, he's lucky. There's nothing like luck. In fact, luck means labeling under correct knowledge. Luck. So when people say that other people are lucky, don't take them serious. What they don't know is that those people have worked very hard to be where they are. You have greatness in you. You have the potential. Just rise up to the occasion. Our community of excellence is there to help you become your very best. We are there to challenge you that it doesn't matter how your background looks like. What matters is, do you have a burning desire? Red hot burning desire to succeed. And then when you start, make sure you are consistently pursuing your business, your endeavors until you finish strong. Let's start small and finish big. If we start small and finish strong, there's no need of playing it safe. You see, many people will tiptoe all the way to the grave, and they will go through life without even anyone noticing that they ever existed. You see, we should be ashamed to go to the grave without having accomplished a lot in the changing humankind. Let's go for greatness, and the community of excellence is there to help you as a vehicle to transition you from where you are to where you want to be. You might not know exactly where to start. I'm not ignorant of the fact that many people have big business ideas, but they don't know where to start. Of course, I have been telling people, start scratching from where you are and keep scratching until you get to the top. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, I want you to subscribe, listen to our previous videos. Our next episode will also be coming soon, positioning yourself for success in business. Now, we are going to show you how you strategically position yourself such that regardless of circumstances and uncertainties of the world, you are able to excel. And there is greatness in you. We'll be meeting the beaches of the world if you'll be there to be met. Welcome to the community of excellence.